evening and welcome to the Nevis Newscast. Today is Wednesday, January 18th, 2017. I'm Fredicia Liebert. A man of sound principles. That's how Premier of Nevis, the Honorable Vance Amory, recently described Nevisian-born Alexander Hamilton. Premier Amory was at the time delivering the keynote address at a January 9th event at Jersey City Hall in honor of the 260th anniversary of the birth of the first U.S. Secretary of the Treasury.
Although I treasure each new opportunity, few provide greater personal satisfaction than celebrating the outstanding achievements of our own Nevisian son of the soil, Alexander Hamilton, who came from very humble beginnings in Nevis to emerge as one of America's great founding fathers. It is in that spirit that I embrace the invitation offered to me by Mr. Ran Choulet and the indefatigable founder of the AHA Society and president to deliver the keynote address as together we honor and celebrate Hamilton's monumental contribution to the establishment of Jersey City. Please join me, ladies and gentlemen, in giving Ran Choulet and his team, as well as Mr. Art Piccolo and all those who have helped, a big round of applause for their accomplishments and their initiative.
Premier Amory, who was the guest of honor, noted that there is strength in our understanding of our history.
So thank all of you for helping the young people to appreciate what we are doing here and what history means. We forget or don't understand our history, and if we don't accord respect to those who have helped to shape our history, then we are doing ourselves a grave injustice.
The Premier added that he was honored to give the address at the Alexander Hamilton birthday celebration.
There is a man who had a clear understanding of what his role was as a human being. And I think it is important that we instill this in our children, that they must seek, amidst the turmoil, amidst the distractions of what goes on around them in their cities, in their homes, in their schools, or wherever, that they must have a focus and a willingness to accomplish and to utilize their God-given talents as Hamilton did.
The January 9th event was the first of 5 days of activities held last week to celebrate Alexander Hamilton, who was born in Nevis on January 11th, 1757. The proposed park project at Penny's Beach has started, according to Minister of Tourism, the Honorable Mark Brantley. Minister Brantley recently noted that the project, which was previously delayed, is now underway.
It is no secret, Mr. President, that we suffered a major delay in this project when the main funder pulled out of the project. We were delayed, and as a consequence of that delay, we had to reassess what we were going to do. We took out the pool. That was an expensive undertaking. When we did our consultations, the public said they didn't want any pool down there. The fund at the time was insisting they wanted to put in a pier, another expensive aspect. We pulled that out too. And I am pleased to announce today that the park project has started.
The project, Minister Brantley says, has started with the construction of the additional units on the beach.
We're doing 4 units, and once those are finished, Mr. President, we are working with the drainage and engineers on that, and we will start now the construction of the park, the planting, the trails, as the case may be. We will continue with our project. I want to thank the leadership of Tamika Lawrence at the Ministry of Tourism, and again, architect Camille Kelly. I also want to thank Craig Collins, who has been doing the design, the final design. Because you see, Mr. President, not even that we were able to get the design so that we could do the construction. We had to start all over. But we have started over, and God is good.
In September, Premier the Honorable Vance Amory told the Nevis division of the St. Kitts and Nevis Chamber of Industry and Commerce that the NIA had approached the government of the Republic of China, Taiwan, through Taiwan's resident ambassador to St. Kitts and Nevis in an effort to obtain funding assistance for the proposed Penny's Park project. Meantime, a security system has also been initiated at Penny's Beach, according to Minister of Tourism, the Honorable Mark Brantley.
And we now have cameras, CCTV cameras have been installed there to complement the work of the security officers. It is critical that patrons to the beach have a safe experience. We have employed an additional 4 security officers on the beach, and police patrols are now conducted every 2 hours, owing to the new and ongoing partnership between the beach security officers and the Cotton Ground Police Station. We also have, guess what, free Wi-Fi for beach users. In 2017, we intend to invest in a beach sweeping machine to clean the beaches at early mornings. We also intend to invest for the first time in lifeguards, strategically positioned along Penny's Beach.
Minister of Tourism, the Honorable Mark Brantley. Still to come, National Assembly to meet on Friday, January 20th. The details after this break.
At a loss as to what's going on in Nevis? Tune into NNC on NTV. Don't worry if you don't have cable either. NNC will bring the news to you wherever you are. Facebook and Facebook Live. YouTube and YouTube Live. NevisTVOnline.com. Roku app, NTV mobile app, Smart TV, Apple TV, and any other IPTV platforms. When me ANC and you ANC, NNC.
Welcome back. At the premiere of the film The Time Detective about life on Nevis in the 17th century, historian, author, and producer Dr. June Goodfield spoke about her experiences on the island.
Now I'm on my 3,000th or my 400,000th day on Nevis. I can't quite be sure. And there, as you will realise, there must be something special about you, because in all those years I could have gone to the South Pole, I could have walked the empty quarter of the desert, and you just think what I would have missed. But I kept coming back to Nevis. And as you will be clearly aware, it is because not only the quest, which was fascinating and I couldn't let it go, but Nevis, you got under my skin. I learnt so much from you all. To start with, I learnt to play dominoes. And I will have to tell you, one of my proudest moments was at Lindbergh Landing, when in a game, I think of about 10 matches, I actually won one. But that's terrific, isn't it? But I've never won another one since.
The film's premiere took place at the conference room of the Social Security Board at Penny's industrial site on Saturday, January 14th. The invitation-only event was hosted by the Ministry of Tourism in collaboration with Dr. Goodfield. She thanked several persons for their assistance with the production of the film about the life and times in Nevis in the early years.
Now, I have so many people to thank. The Nevis Island Administration, Mark, for your thanks, for your encouragement, for your appreciation, and for helping me to make that dream come true. Helen, you've been a staunch friend for many years. You've given me wise advice. You moved through the bureaucracy in a way that I would have stumbled at the first hurdle. But I also want to remember those people who, were they alive today, would have been in the film. And in this, I want to say Roland Archibald, Brian McGrath, Herman Ward, and our dear friend Vince Hubbard.
Dr. Goodfield first visited Nevis in 1985. The Global Environment Facility GEF Small Grants Program SGP has announced its call for proposals through the SGP 6th Operational Phase Project Concepts in support of SGP Country Program Strategy St. Kitts and Nevis. This call for proposals is to solicit civil society organizations, non-governmental organizations, and community groups and associations to apply for grant funding to undertake projects that contribute to environmental conservation and preservation while providing livelihood opportunities for local communities. The GEF Small Grants Program provides non-governmental and community-based organizations in developing countries with grants to enable them to tackle global environmental challenges while addressing local sustainable development needs. To request additional information on the application process, email St. Kitts and Nevis's National Coordinator for Jeff Small Grants Program, Ellis Watts, at elliswatts@unops.org or calling 869-662-3135. Requests for information should be received by the SGP National Coordinator no later than February 15, 2017. SGP St. Kitts and Nevis started financing projects in 2014. Since then, it has funded and provided technical support for more than 20 grant projects. The order paper for a sitting of the National Assembly has been circulated. The lawmaking body will meet at the National Assembly chambers at Government Headquarters on Friday 20th, 2017 at 10 a.m. The Honorable Prime Minister and Minister responsible for Finance, Sustainable Development, National Security and People's Empowerment, Dr. Timothy Harris, will seek leave to introduce and have read a first time the Trust Amendment Bill 2017. Other matters on the order paper include motions relating to the business of the National Assembly and moved by a minister, statements by ministers, personal explanations and presentation of papers and reports from committees, among others. The National Assembly will be carried live on ZIZ Radio 96 FM and participating radio stations. It can also be viewed live on TV, Channel 5 in St. Kitts and Channel 98 in Nevis. The sitting will also be streamed live at www.zizonline.com. That's it for this edition of the Nevis Newscast. On behalf of all of us here at the Department of Information, I'm Fredicia Library. Thank you for viewing.